Trailing 2-0 to winning 3-2. That was the quest England were on in the men's Ashes recently. It didn't work out for them with a combination of rain and Australia. India now are trying to do the same in a T20I series. They too will have rain and West Indies standing in their way. It's time to look ahead to the fifth and final T20I of this five-match series between India and West Indies. Wasim Jaffer joins us as always. Thank you, Wasim, for your time and your thoughts. I think a lot of our viewers are still basking in the glory of how Yashasvi Jaiswal and Shubman Gill put on such a show on Saturday night in Florida. That partnership, a glimpse into the future potentially. It is the partnership I know you wanted to see right from the start of this series.
It is indeed pleasing to watch. Any pair puts on 150 plus, especially in T20 format, is like a winning thing anyway. But to do it so dominatingly in a must-win game also goes on to show the kind of confidence both of them possess. Even though Yashasvi came with a failure in his first game, and Shubman also had a very lean tour, barring those 185 in the third ODI. But good to see them, change things around. They like the surface they batted on. They didn't get that kind of surfaces in the West Indies, so they'll be happy to bat where the ball is coming onto the bat nicely. They had, uh, you know, kind of under par score to chase, but the way they came out aggressively and taking the uh, attack to the opposition was very nice to see. And obviously, those two guys I'm looking to see more and more, especially in this format.
Yes, and I can imagine the likes of Sanju Samson and Hardik Pandya probably hoping that those openers get out because now you have a belter, a chance to score runs, but you need wickets to fall for your chance to come.
Yeah, I mean, anybody would like to come and bat, especially when the wicket is like that. But they'll be more than happy, uh, especially for India to win and win in such a dominating situation. I'm sure they'll get their opportunity. It's good to see India, after losing the two tied games, to come out and win the next two so dominating. That was very pleasing to see. Uh, the third T20 they won with 3 overs to spare. The next one on Saturday they won again with 3 overs to spare with 9 wickets in hand. So that's a kind of a very strong statement, and all to play for on Sunday.
Absolutely. And thumping in the sense that you chased down nearly 118, just 17 overs. That West Indies got to that total was down to Shimron Hetmeyer, who buckled down, was short on runs throughout the ODIs and the T20Is, but took his time, came in a position of strife. What was it, 29 of his first 25 balls, but then took off, and that's what got West Indies to 178. With Hetmeyer striking form, Puran and Powell have been good for most of this series. And Shea Hope, who came in, he also played an enterprising knock. That 3-6 now essentially gives West Indies a lot of wiggle room and also their best bet to winning this decider.
Yeah, I think the problem with West Indies is only two guys scoring runs, whether it's Nicholas Puran or Robman Powell, and there's nothing from anybody else. And Saturday, again, the same thing happened. Shea Hope getting 45 in a very good strike rate, and then Shimron Hetmeyer getting 50 plus, but nobody else contributing. And again, the top order failed. The openers haven't given them the start they needed, and that's been the case with West Indies. So they probably need another guy to probably fire and get them to that power score they need. Again, a lot of it depend on Nicholas Puran. Again, he's their main player, but all the other guys need to stand up because it's a must-win game. But it's good to see Shea Hope coming back, getting some runs. Shimran Hetmeyer, who struggled throughout the ODI and T20 series, that he's also got runs. Now everything to play for, and they need one or two guys to stand up on Sunday.
Just a preliminary prediction. Have India turned around the momentum enough for them to just carry on and complete this comeback, or do you see West Indies putting up a fight?
I think the momentum definitely is with India at the moment. The kind of wins that they have got, dominating wins in both the games, whether batting first uh, obviously they chased in both the games, but in the manner that they have chased, put them a little bit ahead in the driver's seat going into the fifth game. But again, uh, you got to turn up and play the same kind of game again on Sunday. So West Indies will be hoping to turn things around. But India slightly ahead, I would say.
All right, finally, anything that you think you haven't seen in this series, but you would really want to see in the final game?
I would say a couple of things. One is Sanju Samson getting an opportunity and probably doing well because I think he's got a lot to offer, especially in this format. Uh, but obviously, he hasn't got an opportunity yet. So if he gets an opportunity, I would like him to do well. And the other is probably to see Tilak Verma bowl also, if given an opportunity uh, to see how he bowls, because after this T20, he's not going to get an opportunity. So if Hardik Pandya can squeeze 1 or 2 overs from him today, he had an opportunity against the Hetmeyer, but didn't use it. So that is something, if Hardik Pandya sees an opportunity that youngster could get a 1 over or maybe 2 over from him, just for the sake of reference, for the future reference, how this guy uh, can he turn his arm over in international cricket? I think that will be interesting to watch.
Right. Let's see if those things happen. Let's see if India managed to do the comeback. Not a lot of five-match T20I series have been played, so it won't be the kind of history that England were looking to make in the Ashes, but still it would be a sweet comeback to mark what is the first series of this new look Indian side, which is trying to shape itself for the next T20 World Cup, also in West Indies and the USA. Be sure to join us before the fifth and final game, right after toss time on ESPN Cricinfo T20 Timeout.